I just think the town should pay their bills.
Thank you. Welcome everybody. Hear ye, hear ye. This is a meeting of the Townsend Affordable Housing Trust Fund. It's and the Townsend Housing Authority. It's Wednesday, April 28th, 2:39 p.m. And I would like us all to introduce ourselves to our special guest, the wonderful Jackie Alvarez from Central Mass Housing Alliance. So we'll start with the Affordable Housing Trust Fund Board. Jackie, you know me, I'm Joan, I'm the chair. Joan Savoy.
I'm Veronica Kell. I'm a member of the Housing Trust representing the Board of Selectmen.
And I'm Gary Shepard,
Gary, Mike.
member of the Housing Trust.
I'm Mike Verosco, member of the Housing Trust as well.
And our Housing Authority?
Yes, I'm Laura Schifrin. We do not yet have a quorum, so I can't call us to order, but I'm Laura Schifrin, the chair.
And my name is Chaz Sexton Duranian. I'm the state representative to the Housing Authority.
And Jody.
Town Hall, I guess. Admin for liaison for housing and trust and boots on the ground, I guess.
Yep, our miracle worker at Town Hall. Thank you. So Jackie, you're so kind to come, and I know you're so busy. Everybody, Jackie works at the Central Mass Housing Alliance, who is our grant management partner, and they administer the COVID CARES relief for rental and mortgage assistance. And Jackie, we won't keep you at all long, Jackie, but if you could just please tell us, we're very anxious to hear about the ERAP, and then I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna vote on, and then you can go. Thank you.
Of course. Well, it's nice to meet you all. So ERAP, I'm so sorry, there's a lot of background noise. So with ERAP funds, we can assist it's a program specifically for renters who have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. So once they apply, we can assist with up to 12 months of back rent for arrears that are due or on or after March 13, 2020. So we can assist with up to 12 months of back rent and to go.
So you're muted.
Hi, I'm not sure how much you heard of that, but yeah, so then in addition to the 12 months.
Meeting.
Yeah, who's I'm in the middle of the meeting, John. What's going on?
So in addition to 12 months of rental arrears, which it's not mortgage, everybody, it's just rent, they can combine it with our COVID CARES monies, and you're paying, Jackie, are you not up to $1,500 for overdue utilities incurred after 3/13/20?
That is correct.
Yep. And also, my understanding is there's even some free legal for mediation, right, for low income landlords and low income tenants who want to try to work things out.
Yes, there are mediation services. We have some, many of those that get, well, before the ERAP funds, we had a lot of clients who were owing more than $10,000, and those were typically the cases that would get referred to mediation. But now with ERAP, luckily we can assist with the larger benefit amount. Of course, up to 12 months of back rent, and that is owed on or after.
Okay. So
Right.
is there we can combine
Right. So the
these and there
government
is
really
no
trying to
cap
keep
on it?
Renters in their rental apartments. Yes.
Correct. So I checked in with DHCD, and as long as we're not covering the same months of arrears, we can combine both grants. So let's say someone applies. I've had 2 cases such as those that the clients applied. We used Townsend funds, and then moved forward with COVID raft at that time to cover, and be able to assist them with the greater amount. But we can do that. We can cover 4,000 with the Townsend funds, and then if they still have more rent, as long as it's due on or after March 13, 2020, we can do that and provide them with 3 months of forward rent.
So of the clients that we have already serviced, would we be able to, if they still needed additional funds, would that be available for them?
It would. I just need to make sure and get the okay from you all that I can do that. So they can reapply for funds if they owe more now. Again, ERAP funds are only available to renters. So we wouldn't be able to extend this to homeowners if they're seeking assistance with their mortgage. But if they are renters, they do qualify, and they have to certify that their housing crisis was affected by COVID. And then we are able to verify that we have access to the Mass Health and DTA interchange. So we'll run them through there if they receive benefits, and then if they do not, we can run them through Wage Match to verify their income.
Can I interrupt?
They have
Can I
to.
interrupt?
Of course.
Can I interrupt for a minute? Can you get to a room that doesn't have all that background noise? Because I'm listening to everybody behind you. And if not, then I gotta go.
Well, Jackie, I know this. Jackie, I tell you what, how about if I say what I know, and then if I'm wrong or you have something that you can interject? But I think this is what we need to do, the Affordable Housing Trust. Yes, you can combine them. Yes, somebody can reapply, but only the renters. We also have been asked if we want to cover first, last, and security deposits with the ERAP. We need to vote on that today. So what we need to vote on is, can they reapply if they've already applied and maxed out their CVRF? Can we combine the CVRF with the ERAP? Do we give precedence to the CVRF first or ERAP first? And do we want them to pay first, last, and security? Is that about cover it, Jackie? Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody else have a question for Jackie?
Yeah, Joan. So if someone needs to find housing, they're not renting now, or they have been displaced, ERAP will give them first, last, and security to relocate.
Yes.
That is my question.
If we approve that today, yes.
First, last, and security locate. Okay. All right.
Yes,
Thank you.
and if they don't have a subsidy, we can assist them with first month's, last month's rent, security deposit, and 2 additional stipends with ERAP. And then if they do have a subsidy, we can only assist with a security deposit with ERAP funds. So that's a little detail there. But yeah.
ERAP funds can only be used for security, or you said first, last, and security?
Yeah, so if the client does not have a subsidy, we can pay first, last, security deposit, and 2 additional stipends. But if they do have a subsidy, we can only cover a security deposit for the lease costs.
Subsidy meaning?
Section 8,
Subsidy
Chapter
meaning
8.
what? Disability?
Section 8.
housing subsidy.
Okay. All right. We don't have much of that.
Section 8, Jackie? Section 8, yeah.
Yes.
So if they're not Section 8, they can get first, last security and 2 months stipend. And if they do have Section 8, they can only do the security. Right?
And
Correct.
we'll have-
Section 8, or if they have have another housing subsidy, it would only be security deposit. Yep, that's correct.
Joan, will there be another flyer to describe this program that we'll be able to
You can
circulate?
go on their website, just type in MA ERAP, and the whole webpage comes right up. All the links are there.
When you say ERAP, is it ERAP or EWRAP?
Yes, P as in Peter. E, R as in rabbit, A, P as in Peter.
Thank you.
So are we good? So I can let Jackie go?
Jackie,
Yeah.
thank you very much for helping
Bless
us.
your
You guys
heart.
are doing an awesome job.
You are.
Thank you. It was nice to meet you all.
Thank you, Jackie. You too. You guys are great. We really appreciate your help.
Thank
And
you.
I'll send you an email how we vote.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too. Anybody before we take some votes for the from the Affordable Housing Trust Fund? We good? Good? Lori? Chaz?
I'm good.
Yeah, the Housing
Good.
Authority wouldn't be voting on this. You would be, and we certainly support the effort.
Thank you.
I think Natalie's trying to log in, Lori, just so you know. Oh, there she is.
Okay, so the Townsend, hi Natalie. Oh, by the way, so the ERAP limits are 80% of the AMI, and they'll do up to 12 months of arrears. So I would like to take some votes, please, with the Townsend Affordable Housing Trust Fund. I would like a
Joan, can I interrupt?
a motion for us to allow individuals who have maxed out their COVID CARES $4,000 benefit to reapply to CMHA for ERAP benefits. Please.
I saw that Laura wanted to state something. Maybe she needs to call her meeting to order first.
I do. So I was trying to interject where Natalie is
Sorry.
on. Natalie, could you please make yourself known?
Natalie Call from THA.
Okay. And Chaz and I have already introduced ourselves. And now that we have a quorum here, I'd like to call our portion of the meeting to order.
Thank you.
And we have heard from Jacqueline about ERAP, and now the trust fund will take over on their vote.
I'm sorry,
Thank you,
I didn't
Joan.
realize, now I get what's happening. Natalie, hi, you're Lori?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's
Townsend
okay.
FW. It was a long afternoon. I apologize.
Yeah, it's okay.
So may I please have a motion from someone on the TAHT that we are granting permission to anyone in Townsend who has already maxed out or applied to for the COVID CARES relief funds to reapply to ERAP?
I make the motion so the citizens can reapply for ERAP. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Sorry.
No, it has to be the trust that does it, Natalie.
Oh, the trust does it. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, it has to be one of us, but thank you.
So
I make a motion that the trust approve Fitz under rental assistance through the trust and Central Mass Housing to be able to reapply to take advantage of ERAP funds.
Thank you. Do I hear a second? Can somebody
Unmute.
second that, please?
I was muted. Gary Shepherd, second.
Thank you. Any discussion? And we'll take a roll call vote, please.
Veronica Kell, yes.
Gary Shepherd, yes.
Joan Savoy, yes.
Mike, unmute. If he's there still.
Mike?
All right, I think that's majority, correct?
Okay, yeah, it is. All right, so the next vote, please. We are voting to, I need a motion, please, to allow Central Mass Housing Authority to combine COVID CARES funds with ERAP funds as they see fit for renters.
I make the motion that the authority permit Central Mass Housing to combine the COVID funds with ERAP funds for renters as they see fit.
Gary, can you second for me?
Second, Gary Shepherd.
Thank you. We'll take a roll call vote, please.
Gary Shepherd, yes.
Veronica Kell, yes.
Joan Savoy, yes. That passes. Thank you. Vote number 3. I would like us, no, this is vote number 4. I would like us to vote, I need a motion, please, to allow, oh, no, we don't have to vote on this. Oh, yes, I do. We do. We will allow Central Mass Housing Authority to pay first, last security, up to first, last security, and 2 months of rental stipends for people that have no rental subsidy, and security deposits for people that do have rental subsidies.
So moved.
Thank you. Any discussion?
We need a second. Do we have a second?
Gary, can you second for us, please?
Yep. Gary Shepherd, second again.
Thank you. Any
All right, the
discussion?
discussion is, isn't this redundant?
And
Didn't
may
we
I have
just-
a roll call vote, please?
Yeah, this is the discussion that in the other two by allowing them to use ERAP funds.
Yes, but they asked me specifically to get permission for them to give first, last security and for the renters.
Okay, I have to ask them, what are they doing otherwise?
Maybe just paying some rent and not first, last, and security.
All right, so,
Go ahead, Veronica.
all right, so, so moved then.
Okay. Did we
I
vote?
would have a concern about paying security in first and last. That tells me that there is a tenant not already in place that we're trying to, unless we're trying to catch it up, I don't know, should we be in the business of first, last, and security for movement?
Yeah, that's
People
a
that have been
good question.
displaced, I believe, Gary.
I guess the question becomes, are we doing anybody any favor by doing that? If they get their first, last, yeah, it gets them in place. But if they aren't able to continue the payments, what happens then?
Joan, may I speak?
Thank you.
Okay, so I asked that question specifically to Jacqueline. I wanted to be clear that that's what they were doing if someone is displaced. Now, here's where it comes. Those people will still have to qualify somewhere. Because we're allowing it to happen doesn't mean that somebody who can't pay their rent, people get displaced for different reasons, okay? Not necessarily that
Lack
they
of
can't pay the
payment.
rent. I
Could
know.
be fire.
I've had plenty of calls. The house is being sold and they need to find a place to live. that kind of thing. And they may have a good record. That would be up to whoever was renting to them to make that decision about the background. But at least we're offering that ability to somebody. I mean, I certainly would approve the actions and leave it to those who were renting out the property to make the decision if they were going to take someone with whatever background checks they did. Okay, so that wouldn't be like on our plate, but certainly making the opportunity there, I think, is a good move on the trust fund's part.
There probably wouldn't be a lot of cases of that. And I will tell you that after we've submitted they've submitted 2 bills to the fund now. And I've seen I know from the emailing that they've cleared with the Department of Housing and Community Development. They're very detail oriented about their evidence, if you will. You know what I mean? They really do go over people with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that they're serving them in appropriate manners.
May I jump on that, Joan?
Good. Yeah. Sure.
Just to strengthen what you said, DHCD is very much involved, Gary, in these individuals. They have to be displaced, not necessarily homeless, but displaced. And there are a myriad of reasons why they are in the situation that they're at. But there is there's a qualification process that they have to meet in order to be able to get it. The program sets for first, last, and security and 2 months of stipend, but they do have to provide financials and other information so that when it comes to the point where they actually have to make a contribution, the organization that with Jacqueline, they'll make sure that they're able to move forward.
Okay.
Plus, with the ERAP, someone can apply only for overdue utility bills. It doesn't even have to be for rent. I mean, you are a renter with overdue utility bills, but. So can we vote on that then, please? Did we? I don't think we did.
For the record, Joan.
So we're voting
Chair,
for.
Just for the record.
Yes. We're losing you, Gary.
Joan, you're frozen.
I didn't know that I was acknowledged.
I'm
Hello,
frozen.
can you hear me?
I don't know who's frozen.
Can we vote?
That was.
I can hear you, Gary.
We're all freezing.
I don't know if I froze or not, but my only point.
Joan, you're frozen on my screen.
I quit. Let's vote.
I can't hear anybody, Gary, but you.
I can hear the both of you too.
What you got, buddy? All those in favor?
Am I still? Frozen?
Veronica Kell, yes.
Gary Shepherd, yes. This is how
Why don't you turn off your video?
Is this
Joan?
better?
You might get better bandwidth.
Joan Savoy, yes.
There's the vote.
Joan, do we have any?
I'm good. That can.
Yes, I think.
Good suggestion. Thank you.
What was the suggestion?
There's the vote.
Okay. Joan Savoy, yes.
What is this
Yes, I
vote
think
for?
that's a pass. Thank you. So, any other business? Because
I agree. All those in favor of ending the meeting?
to allow them to pay first, last security. I need a motion
Yes.
to end the meeting.
That passed, Joan.
Joan Savoy, yes. I guess that's everybody left.
Yeah, but
You're
that
not- you
passed.
have
That
that
vote
Meeting is,
passed.
You're now voting on to adjourn your meeting.
I'm sorry.
3:05.
Well, we just left, we just lost our two members.
3:05.
The other vote passed and we just voted to adjourn our meeting. Thank you. At
Natalie, are
3:05.
you still there? Okay. Natalie, are
I'm
you
still here.
Okay, so we're making a motion to adjourn the meeting of the THA.
Oh, jeez.
Before we do that, can I just let you guys know that last night
Unless you have something.
the vote. Yeah, there was a vote for the liaison, and I wanted to let the Housing Authority know that I had given up the Housing Authority so that I could stay on as the state rep. So I won't be the liaison, but I will be continuing on with state rep.
Okay.
Who's the liaison then to the THA?
Veronica.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
So I make a motion, we
Okay.
adjourn.
I don't know.
My second,
Okay, roll call, please.
Natalie Call.
Yes.
Yeah.
Laura Schifrin, yes, at 3:06 p.m. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Have a safe
Thank
trip
you.
home.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Howard.